Nikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Young and the Restless edition. All right, guys, let's get right into this. Y'all know this is one of those steady soaps. So today I'm gonna give it a 7. And let's go. Today is September the 15th, Thursday, on a Thursday, 2022. All right, so Nate and Nick talk. This conversation, they both are having bad days. And Nate is just frustrated. And so, they start talking, and Nate says, you know, because Nick brings up that, with Ashlyn being dead, he thought that problem would go away, but it just made more problems. So every time they put out a fire, here comes another fire. And Nate just says, I thought when Ashlyn, I was weak when when Ashlyn wanted to work with me and he used me or whatever. I thought he did it because I was weak, but I realized he saw the ambition in me, and that's not a bad thing. And Nick said, no, it's not a bad thing as long as you don't hurt other people. And because it was the way Nate did it, and I was like, listen, I don't know if it's worth bragging on saying Ashlyn saw the ambition in you, because Ashlyn was extremely ruthless, and a shady businessman. So I don't know if, saying he saw it, but hearing that, I'm like, okay, I see the path that they're taking Nate down. And I guess he's not just going to be this, straight laced doctor, with morals and all that. I mean, honestly, that's the path they're taking him down. And as long as he keeps hanging with me, money, that's where it's going to be. So, anyways, Nick is just listening to Nate, and you could tell that Nick is having a difference of opinions on how Nate is doing this. So, then we see that Nick speaks to Elena on the outside. He says, your man's in there, and it looks like, he could talk to somebody. He's having a rough day. And she said, thank you. So she goes in there and she's like, Nate, what's going on? And he's like, I quit. And she said, what? He said, I quit. No 2 weeks notice. And she said, I didn't want you to burn bridges with your family, Nate. This is not how I wanted you to do it. And he said, what? You should be happy. You didn't ever want me to work over there anyways. And she says, I've supported you in this whole thing. And he says, Devon left him no choice. The way he was talking to him, he didn't respect him. So he's going to make them respect him. And so off camera, I hate when they do that. They tell us what his plan is. Now, how many of y'all think he's going to take that music festival idea or take something that Chancellor Winters was working on and take it to another company or start his own company and do it? How many of y'all think that? I do. I think he's going to use the contacts and everything he was trying to do at Chancellor Winters and take that somewhere else. He's going to do something shady because Elena is like, she's not agreeing with whatever the plan is. And I haven't been reading spoilers. I try not to read spoilers now, but I need to start back so I can get on my other channel. But I try not to read spoilers, but Nate is up to some shady, and Imani is right there with them. I promise you, I bet he told Imani his plan, but he might not have. But like, Elena's not that girl that you're gonna do that shady business with, Nate, that's gonna just support you. Because he's like, why can't you just support me? She's not that one. Like, that's Imani who would support you, because she the one told you to get ruthless and all that. But anyways, he said, out of everything, I asked you to support me, and you could never just support me. And she said, you have to think, this isn't just about you and Devon. This is about, there are other people involved that you could be hurting doing this. I don't know if she got to him or not, but probably didn't. So then we see Nikki and Victor, and she said, everything all right? He said he'd been on the punching bag and all that. And she's uptight about her trip to California to see Deacon. She said after speaking with Victoria, she doesn't want any problems between her and Victor bringing Deacon back in and everything. And he says, well, why don't you let me go, or let my team go, and they could just bring Deacon back. And she says, no, I have to do this on my own, so I'm not gonna hold you long on this. She decides she's gonna do it on her own. And he tells her about Adam, and she says, well, you've been trying with Adam, and that's pretty much it, y'all. She's going to California, and he has confidence in her that he said, our marriage is steady. Ain't no Deacon gonna mess up this. So then we see Adam and Sally, y'all. So Adam and Sally are in the he's still at her place. No, he comes back to her place, and she said, did you follow me? or whatever. And he said, no, I didn't know you had came into the Grand Phoenix. She said, although the athletic club was cool, I mean, she wanted the vibe of the Grand Phoenix and everything. It was too stuffy for her, the athletic club. And he was like, okay, cool. And so she says, okay, she says, what do you want? And so he's telling Sally, I want you, I want us to be together. I'm sorry I hurt you. And she said, you waited too late. And he said, what does that mean? She said, and so she tells him, I missed the meeting today because of you. But that's not the case, because before Adam got there, Sally was in the mirror thinking about her and Nick. I said, you and Nick had something, because after y'all got done, he was rubbing it on your legs, talking about I'm hungry. Y'all went out to dinner and all that. So, but Sally is still in love with Adam and everything. So even though she's done this with Nick, Sally is feeling guilty, because she's like, dang, you came too late trying to, make this right. And honestly, I don't know how, because y'all know I was the biggest Sally and Adam fan. I used to love Sally and Adam together. But honestly, he treated her so bad, and I understand why he said he did it. But he was downright cruel to her at times, that I don't know if I want her back with Adam. I don't know if I want her with Nick. She has chemistry with both. But I don't want her with Nick, just because it would be so messy. Another Adam and Nick fighting over a woman, or another woman. It would be so messy. But just because I don't want her with Nick doesn't mean I want her with Adam. Like, Sally, my girl, I don't know. I just want her to focus on business right now, and then they maybe bring somebody along that doesn't have that messy attachment, like that Adam has, that Nick has with Adam. I don't know what they're gonna do, but as she's just telling Adam, you broke my heart, and then I can't focus on business, because she said, you're so intoxicating, I didn't even want to leave. She said, I think in my mind, I made myself think the meeting was later, just so I can have an excuse to be there with you. So then Nick comes, and no, Nick texts her, because he made it back to the office, and he tells her, meetings get missed sometimes, mistakes happens, I got your back, or whatever. And so she sees this text, and Adam was like, who is that from? And she says, Adam, you need to leave. She's like, that's none of your business. And he was like, so that meeting you had with Nick earlier was that was about being focused and all that. She said, I'm not going to discuss this, especially not with you. And he was like, especially not with me. What do you mean by that? And she says, you're not part of the company. You need to leave. And so he leaves, and she looks down at her phone, and I said, I mean, you could always tell Nick it was nothing, and try to lie this away. Don't bring this up to Adam. But I think she would have to tell Adam. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I want. I just want her to focus on work. Then we see Jack and Diane. Diane had went up to sleep. I accidentally went to sleep while she was reading to Harrison. And then she says, I need because Jack was like, he's about to have a nightcap, and does she want to join him? She said, but I need a cup of tea after the nerve-wracking day. Now, she says she don't want to bring this up or whatever. She said, but she don't tell him what Phyllis did, but she said, or what she alleges Phyllis did. But she said, it's so hard, and maybe I just shouldn't work at Marquetti. I said, girl, please. I know y'all like Diane. But she'd be so fraud and fake to me. I just like, you're not gonna not work at Marquetti. Stop it. Just stop it. And so anyway, she was like, I shouldn't work there or whatever. And Jack said, you trying to make amends with Kyle, and you're on that path. And she says, I'm so happy that her and Jack's relationship is getting closer as well. And then she was about to bring up Phyllis about what she did, and he said, no, you told me I didn't need to know, so I don't want to know or whatever. And she said, well, it's time to go. I said, that's what you do, Diane. Leave him one more, girl. Because Jack was enjoying his time with Diane. And she said, I got to leave him wanting to see me again. I said, all right. So then she tells him, I got to go or whatever. And he said, well, why don't you, I didn't realize it got so late. Why don't you spend the night at the Abbott's, take a guest room? I said, okay, Jack, I see you. And she said, no, I'm gonna go home, Jack. I said, Diane, you play too much. But go ahead, girl. If you listen, Diana's not my favorite person or whatever, and I think there's something in her past that she is hiding definitely. But if Jack dumb enough to fall for it, go get him, girl, get him. But that was the Young and the Restless today, guys. Y'all tell me what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you tomorrow on What Happened on the Soap. No, wait. Oh, yeah. What Happened on the Soaps? Young and the Restless edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.